I'm Jamie Z, and this is the Pecos National Historical Park in Santa Fe County, New Mexico. This is Glorieta Pass, the site of one of the Civil War's westernmost battles, and a battle so significant that it's sometimes referred to as the Gettysburg of the West. The obvious question is, why was there a Civil War battle fought here, and what does this have to do with Colorado? I mean, neither New Mexico nor Colorado were even states at this time. Early during the Civil War, Brigadier General Henry Sibley launched a campaign out of Texas to occupy the Southwest. He hoped to reach the California coast to give the Confederacy access to international trade, as the East Coast was under blockade by the Union Navy. In addition, Sibley planned to capture the Colorado Territory and the recently discovered gold deposits there to help fund the Confederate war effort. If Sibley's plan to capture the Southwest was successful, and the Confederacy won the war, they would control land from coast to coast, their own manifest destiny. A quick note, you may be familiar with another man named Henry Sibley from that time period, the first governor of Minnesota. And while the two Henry Sibleys appear to be distantly related, the Henry Sibley from Minnesota was not involved in this event. So early in 1862, the Texan Henry Sibley moved north through lightly defended New Mexico territory until he reached and occupied the capital, Santa Fe. His plan was to follow the Santa Fe Trail north, capture Fort Union in northern New Mexico, and then continue on into Colorado territory. But Sibley made two tactical errors. First, he fully expected to recruit men into his army along the way. Southern New Mexico was known to be full of Southern sympathizers, but if there's one thing that New Mexicans hate more than the federal government, it's Texans. The other error Sibley made was his plan to obtain supplies along the way. Essentially, he planned to live off the land, which in New Mexico in the winter is just about impossible. The Union commander in New Mexico was Colonel Edward Canby, and when Canby learned of Sibley's advance through New Mexico, he sent word north to Denver to send reinforcements from Colorado. Among the men sent from Colorado was the 1st Colorado Volunteer Infantry, a group made of mostly gold miners and mountain men, led by Colonel John Slough. The Colorado Volunteers marched 400 miles from Denver to Fort Union in 18 days. The Colorado men first encountered the Texans on March 26, 1862, along the old Santa Fe Trail, which is in the valley directly behind me. This trail would later become Route 66, and now Interstate 25 follows the same path. The decisive day of the battle took place 2 days later, on March 28, 1862. On that day, Colonel Slough sent a battalion of Colorado men, led by Major John Chivington, to flank the Texan lines. Chivington's men scaled Glorieta Mesa to the west, and I believe that's Glorieta Mesa directly behind me. But instead of finding the Confederate army, as they expected, they discovered Sibley's supply stockpile. It was a stroke of unbelievable luck. Some say Chivington made a courageous raid, and others say that Chivington was reluctant to advance. In any case, the Colorado men came down the mesa and overtook the lightly guarded supply depot, burning 80 wagons and killing or releasing all the horses and mules. There had been no clear winner on the battlefield, but when Sibley learned that all his supplies had been destroyed, he had no choice but to make a long retreat back to Texas, forever ending Confederate hopes to control the West. If not for those mountain men from Colorado, the outcome of the Civil War might have been very different. This monument was erected in their honor in 1993. Thanks for watching. I'll see you around.